one. Sit comfortably. Thank you for joining me this morning for our Monday morning yoga flow. The theme will be attention. And there's a lot of things we could pay attention to. I'd like you to pay attention to your muscles today. So muscle awareness or attention to how we feel in our muscles. And like right now, I'm kind of noticing I feel some tightness in my thighs. Now, you might notice something similar. At the end of class, when we do our notice again, hopefully we'll notice less muscle tension. That's kind of a goal. Other goals through our practice, just to feel more calm and centered, have more energy for the day, overall health and wellness. We anticipate bringing our heart rate down, decreasing our blood pressure, improving our digestive system, lots of wonderful things with our yoga practice. But for now, just attention to our muscles. How do we feel? And pause, notice, and choose if you'd like to sit a little bit taller, to breathe a little bit deeper, maybe hands to our hearts. Notice if you prefer to have your eyes open or closed. We'll just drink that breath in and out, receiving the gift of the breath, transforming that gift into something that nature can use. The trees and the flowers, they all readily accept every exhale as their inhales. Please continue just breathing, and I want to share our quote for today while you breathe. Doing anything with attention to how you feel is doing yoga. Doing anything with attention to how you feel is doing yoga. So right now we are doing yoga. Filling our energy, our minds with positive words, our Reiki prayer. Reiki is a Japanese word meaning universal energy. And it's a simple prayer. Just for today, I let go of worry. Just for today, I let go of anger. Just for today, I am grateful. Just for today, I work on myself. Just for today, I am kind to all living things. With prayer hands, we will do 3 breaths with approximately 8 counts in and 8 counts out. And then 3 more breaths where we inhale for 8, hold the breath in for 5, and then exhale for 8 and hold the breath out for 5. I'll lead you through, but feel free to practice to your own rhythm, what feels right for you, never forcing. Now we're sitting tall, putting our heads up, relaxing our shoulders down. Our thumbs touch our heart center, all our fingers press right to left, left to right. Let's exhale in preparation. Inhale, count to 8 in your mind. Exhale again, count to 8. Two more times. One more time. Inhale for 8. Hold the breath in for 5. Exhale for 8. Hold the breath out for 5. 2 more times. One more time. Breathe softly, calmly. Feel free to relax your hands down. And we're going to our muscle awareness exercise, or thinking of attention. Awareness, attention, very similar words, I believe. And at this point, you can choose to stay sitting or lay down. I really am a big fan of laying down, so I'm going to give that a go. And maybe my dog will share the space with me. Walk down here and she got wet, so she's giving herself a bath. All righty. So comfortable, whatever that means, and know that as you're paying attention to your body, paying attention to your muscles, you may choose a different path. So they'll feel like you need to stay with where you're at if you notice it's not working well for you. All right. So the exercise. We'll start by taking a deep breath. And when you're ready, let it out slowly. What we'll be doing is alternating tensing and relaxing specific groups of muscles. After tension, you may notice that a muscle will be more relaxed than prior to tensing. Notice the feel of the muscles, specifically the contrast between tension and relaxation. In time, you may come to notice tension in any specific muscle and be able to reduce that tension. Focus on tensing only the specific muscle group I call out at each step. Try not to hold your breath. Grit your teeth or squint. Breathe slowly and evenly and think only about the tension, relaxation, contrast. As with other pause and notice practices, you may notice your mind wanders. If it does, just gently bring it back to the sensations of your body. You may close your eyes or set a soft gaze around the room. Okay, so we're ready to go. Hands will be what we'll do first. Please tense your hands. And I like to kind of tense while breathing in for about 6 seconds. And then relax and exhale about 6 seconds. Moving up into our arms, we're going to make a muscle. Shaking your hands to make sure they're not tense, that you're not tensing them into a fist. Now relax, dropping your arms. Now tense your triceps. Okay, maybe I've jumped ahead here. Okay, so the making a muscle. I've misread my directions and I apologize. So we're squeezing the biceps, that's making a muscle. Let's inhale for about 6. And then relax, letting those arms drop down. We exhale. To contract the tricep, that muscle on the back side, you will kind of press your arm out straight and squeeze, breathing in for about 6. And exhale, relax. Notice any difference in how the muscles feel after tensing and relaxing. Going up to our shoulders. So we're going to pull the shoulders towards our backside, whatever direction that may be. So I'm laying down, it hits towards the floor. But if you're sitting, it'd be towards the wall behind you. And the same thing, we inhale for 6, pressing, tensing up, and then exhale and relax. Now we're going to push the shoulders towards the front of our bodies, as if you're hunching. And we'll do that pushing forward for about 6. Relaxing for about 6. And noticing differences, I hope, positive ones. To the neck. We're going to dig our chins towards our chest for about 6 seconds. Relax, exhale, let the tension go. To our mouth. Open your mouth as far as possible and hold for 6 seconds. Now relax the mouth. Bring your lips together and purse as tightly as possible. Hold for about 6 seconds and then relax. I caught myself holding my breath. So if that happens to you, tell yourself, good notice, and then remember to breathe. Open your eyes as wide as possible. Hold that for about 6 seconds and then relax for about 6. Close your eyes tightly for about 6 seconds and then relax. To our backs. If you're sitting, you'll press your back to a chair, or laying down, we're going to press our backs into the floor and arch, holding for about 6 seconds. Tensing up the muscles. Relaxing. And to our bottom muscles, let's squeeze the bottom tightly. Raise the pelvis if you're on a chair. And relax when you're ready. We'll take and contract one leg at a time, lifting, and I think that would work sitting too. Straighten the leg, raise it about 6 inches off the floor and tense. Relax. Other side. Going up to the stomach. Pull your stomach in as far as possible. And relax. Push your stomach out as far as possible. Relax. Going down to our calves and our feet. Please point your toes and tense up for about 6 seconds. And relax. And now we'll flex those ankles, pulling our toes towards our knees and hold there. And then relax. So going to our toes, what we need to do is have our feet flat to the floor. And we're going to dig our toes into the floor like you're kind of grabbing. And we'll hold that tension in our toes. And relax. And let's full body relax. Pause. Scan your body. Notice what you're noticing. Oh, I'm getting some love. We'll use our massage stick or wooden rolling pin. It works very well. Sitting comfortably. So I have noticed less tension in my hips already. That's nice. And all we've done is the squeeze, tense and relax exercise. All right, so let's go from the neck down. Everything should feel good. Holding on to our sticks. We're going to go to the side of the neck and make sure that we're not doing anything that hurts. Be careful of jewelry and hair. So what I'm doing is pulling slightly forward and going up and down. These rolls up and down could be longer or shorter. Zen is kind of a theme, an overall umbrella theme right now. We're practicing. And this idea of Zen is to have peace and calm and to follow a path of meditation and intuition. Intuition, please follow your body's guidance. Listen for the messages that don't always have words. When you're ready, oh my gosh, I hope this feels at least half as good for you as it does for me. So incredible. But when you're ready, let's go to the other side, massaging the muscles on the neck. And then we'll take the stick in one hand, bring it down the back, and your other hand reaches behind your back. First off, that's a nice stretch right there. And then we're massaging the muscles between the shoulder blades. And just feeling around, maybe even massaging across the shoulder blades. Help this, again, feels really good. You ready? Switch sides. Using this massaging technique, we are helping to cleanse out toxins in our muscles, decrease muscle soreness from exercise, circulation's better. Just a really wonderful tool. And then next to our lower backs, and a little bit diagonal, and just searching. Muscle awareness, attention to what we're doing. And so this may not literally look like yoga in the sense that a lot of people think of yoga, because the pose is, maybe it doesn't look like a yoga pose, but this is yoga, something that we're doing with attention. It can be gardening, cooking, and I've changed sides. And so I encourage you to just kind of move around, explore, take care of your body, your mind, your spirit. Be in a real positive place emotionally. From here, you might massage our thighs. Maybe possibly getting both or one at a time. Ooh, I went over here to the side. That's a tender spot. Together. The inside a little bit more. Maybe laying down is going to be best for getting the TFL, this muscle right here. And the IT band. Oh, that felt good. Other side when you're ready. And then onto our backs. Target muscle, inner thigh, or the adductor muscle. Ankle over thigh, and massaging the inner thigh. I mentioned before about long sweeps and shorter. You might find some spots you want to spend a little bit more time on. There's just how you move that stick is, there's just so much freedom. And the best choice is the feel good choice. Your body will tell you. When you're ready, move it on over. And next, we'll extend up a leg and massage the back side. So that back of the thigh, to get all the muscles, we can start kind of more parallel to the muscle, and then go diagonal on the outside, and then the inside. When you're ready, the same thing for the other leg. And we have our calf muscles, and that approach again works pretty well. More parallel and diagonal. How's your breathing? I noticed that my breath got a little shallow, so I'm deepening it again. Other leg when you're ready. Now, one more muscle on the legs before we finish up. It's the muscle on the side of your leg. There's a few of them. But, you know, where the shin bone is, we'll just go to the side of it and massage without hitting the bone. I don't think that's going to feel good. Maybe take a little bit more to the lateral side of your leg. So diagonal part of the leg and the lateral side. All that feels good. Wow. And we haven't done a lot of pausing in between, but definitely notice a big difference after massaging the one leg. This leg says, my turn. And you have finished. Please lay down and stretch. Do another body scan. What are we noticing? How can we choose to feel better, more relaxed right now? Noticing some tension in my fingers from holding that stick. So interlocking the fingers is something that's probably going to help out, and pressing the palms overhead. So stretching through the palms and the joints of the fingers. And then also through the shoulders, all the way out through the bottoms of the feet. We're in our rubber band stretch. Reaching to opposite walls, taking a big breath in. And we'll relax. A nice, relaxing, slow moving cannonball vinyasa. Our arms sweep down by our sides, right knee coming up. Exhale to pull it in. Use your abs, think chin to chest, ribs to hips, navel to spine. As you peel your shoulder blades up, head towards your knee. Inhale, head down, soften neck and shoulders. Exhale, arms and leg back to where they were. Please repeat on the other side. And then our cannonball, both knees coming up. And again, using the abs to lift the head. Chin to chest, ribs to hips, navel to spine. One arm and one leg down at a time. Arms sweeping down by your sides to bring the right knee to the chest. And we'll move the toes back and forth briskly. 3, 2, 1. And the ankle. 1, 2, 3. Big circles. Other direction. To that knee. Just bend it and straighten it. 1, 2, 3. And big circle. Other direction. We'll softly point our toes and bring that leg around in circles. They can be itty bitty, medium, or big. both directions. Ankle over thigh. Think of your leg as a wing and flying up and down with that wing. You're ready. Stand out into another rubber band stretch. Your hands can be open or fingers interlock. Please repeat that movement on your left side. Muscle awareness, muscle attention. How do we feel in our toes? Now in our ankles and all the muscles that are involved in moving the ankle. Circles. And when you're ready, knee kicks, bend and straighten. Circle. And then leg circle, moving up the hip. And your butterfly wing. And again. Stretch. Take our straps into hand next. Right knee to chest. Strap on the ball of the right foot and the leg up in the air. Pull your toes towards the floor behind your head. And in preparation for the next stretch, you really only need to hold with your right hand. Spin the palm to face your face. Elbow crease will be upwards. And we'll try to keep the shoulders relaxed down and the face soft. When you're ready, lower your leg over to the right, keeping that left leg glued in place. And then the leg comes up and we'll switch hands and take the leg across to your left. Please twist to your right, extend out, look to your right hand. So we're stretching in the outer thigh, through our backs, chest, shoulder, hamstrings, neck. Lots of stuff going on here. We're massaging our internal organs. We're breathing, detoxifying our bodies, minds, and spirits. And in my case, adjusting my back. Please bend your knee, roll onto your back. Extend out long, notice different side to side. And repeat, left leg. And only need to hold with your left hand. Adjusting the position of the hand. You see the crease of your elbow in this position now that we can stay more relaxed in our shoulders and neck. And get that a muscle. We're making a muscle. And pulling and stretching. Oh, feel it. Hope you're feeling really good. As you're ready, take that leg down to your left side, pulling your toes towards your head. Right leg is glued down. Comes up, we switch hands. And we'll take that leg across and we'll roll it to the outside of the right thigh. Let's twist to the left, look to the left. Breathe deeply. Bending the knee, make it easier to roll onto your back. We'll set the strap aside. Bend your knees, slide the feet up. Adjust so you're comfortable. Arms by your sides. Shoulder blades slide down the back, chin slightly towards your chest. So tuck the tailbone, feel the low back press into the floor, then peel up the hips. Low back, middle back, upper back. Your chest is moving towards your chin, but your chin should not need to move towards your chest. Just keep your chin in place. The goal is to keep the neck relaxed. Squeeze the bottom, lift up higher. See how it feels to turn your palms up and press down with your fingernails, and the shoulder blades come onto the back, and they'll lift your chest again closer to your chin without your chin leaving the original spot it was in. Let's also try lifting our toes, spreading them. And keep the balls of the feet on the floor, really pushing down through the mat of the big toe. Fire up the squeeze in your bottom. Get your hips up higher. Really opening up our thighs, stretching our hip flexors. This is a feel-good exercise. Very important for maintaining good posture, preventing a lot of issues that can happen in the low back and shoulders. As you're ready, let the back muscles soften and gently lay your upper back down, middle, lower, and finally your hips. Right ankle over left thigh, moving the right knee down, and then we'll take the left leg in the air, reach through and hold on and stretch. I'm noticing a little bit of tension in my neck and shoulders, so I'm going to soften. And if I lift my left leg up, I can leverage into the stretch more with my leg, less arms, and I find that feels good. But you check it out, see what's working for you. Another thing that helps is rocking a little bit side to side, just a tiny bit. And then there's a variation on this where we can hug the right knee in with our right arm, kind of cradling it like a baby. As you're ready, please release all of that. And go to the other side. Oh, it felt so good. And if you like that stretch where you're cradling your leg, he's included on this side too. Spread everything down. Roll to our side. Roll to hands and knees. Spread the fingers, spread the toes. Moving cat. Breathe in. Breathe out. Feel that spine articulate. Up and down. Loosen up through your hips, your shoulders, your neck. Tabletop, downward facing dog. Just lift those hips up higher and higher by pushing down more through your hands. And we'll stretch. One heel up, one heel down. Other heel up, and the other heel down. Couple more times. Standing forward bend. Walk your feet up. Bend your knees as much as you need to avoid back strain. Could be just a micro bend or a lot of bend like that. With a lot of bend in our knees, please squeeze the muscles in your bottom. Push down through your feet, standing up. Use your leg strength, your glute strength to stand as tall as you can. Reach to the ceiling, push down through your feet, hands together and in front of our hearts. We'll do sun salutation A today. And we'll do our warrior poses within A. So we're switching up the flow a little bit. When you're ready, please make a sun circle with your arms. Feel like your lungs are full the moment the hands touch. Exhale, forward fold, like you're a swan diving into a beautiful pool of water. As you finish exhaling, you're done with your forward bend. Inhale, float halfway up. Again, extending out your arms like you have wings. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling, we're bending our knees, shifting the weight into the left foot so the right foot can come up in the air and step back as far as possible. This takes us into our lunge. And I'm just kind of staying here, stretching the front of my right thigh. I hope you're feeling that too. It should feel great. Oh, I love it. Now, taking more of my weight onto my right hand so that I can take the left foot back. And we have plank. The hips should be as high as your shoulders and your neck and head just extending out naturally from the spine. Next, the knees come down. And you're going to soften the muscles around your spine so your spine is arched. Hips move back. Now kind of diving forward, and the pose is 8-point pose. So you have 8 points of contact as your chest and your chin almost touch the ground. Then you slide onto your belly. Your hands pull towards your hips, and we have Cobra. From Cobra, we come down, and you're going to get a really strong push-up. Curl your toes under, pull the belly button in, push up. The arms are getting stronger. Hinge at the hips, stretch out your back, down dog. What we'll do is take the right leg up in the air. If you want, ultimately, we're going to be stepping it forward into high lunge, and we'll turn that into warrior one. Another thing to do is plank knee to chest, and then step up. Now, the left foot comes down on a diagonal line. We're standing up, warrior one. And we're just doing our warrior poses today. We have 1 and 2. Peaceful warrior. And then warrior 3. Arms are airplane, and we'll take flight like a beautiful bird. There's variations on your arm position. Softly land as we're ready. And we have plank, down dog. Right leg steps up. Left leg steps up. Half standing forward bend. Exhale, forward bend. Bend your knees a lot. Standing up. Finishing that breath in as your hands touch. Other side, we'll lead our left leg. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, knees in, weight in your right foot, your left foot steps back, high lunge. Enjoy the stretch through that hip. Weight into your left hand, right foot steps back, strong plank. Exhale, knees down and soften. Let your back naturally arch. Chest and chin forward, 8-point pose. Onto our bellies, cobra. And then curl the toes under, pull the abs in, strong push-up. Hinge at the hips, take it up into down dog. Left leg will be coming forward. Warrior one. Two. Peaceful warrior. And brave warrior. Let's take flight. And softly land as you're ready. Plank. Down dog. Left foot steps forward. Right foot steps forward. There's your half forward bend. Exhale, forward bend. Knees bend. Remember, we are flowing with our breath. We're inhaling up. It's a moving meditation, moving kind of dance with the breath and the body, our muscles. Very good. So next we'll flow, and this is the section I mentioned earlier about the core and some hip opening too. So one sweet check. Forward fold. Walking out either to our hands and knees, or a little more advanced would be knees at plank. Right knee to elbow, and this is where we're strengthening our upper body muscles and our core. Just trying to hold there. It is still very challenging, but easier with the left knee down. Now to our hip opener. Right foot comes across towards your left hand, and it's pigeon pose. Folding over and resting chest towards your right shin. Left leg lengthens out, and the hips are squaring up towards the front of your mat. I like to push down through my right forearm to help leverage the stretch. And it feels good in my spine as I stretch from my right hip across diagonally towards my left shoulder. Switching sides, either table or plank. Left knee to elbow. Your waist is really fired up. Work those obliques. Hold that knee. Breathe. And then the foot comes over. We're setting up for a pigeon on this side. So nice. And on this side, I'm leveraging a little bit more with my left forearm. The right hip is trying to square up with the front of the hip by moving forward, and the left hip kind of moving towards the back of the neck. And the stretch Feeling my back side from the left hip up diagonally towards the right shoulder. Let's take that back leg in front of ourselves. So the shoulder stand may not be something you feel comfortable with today. And in lieu of a shoulder stand, you can simply bridge. To get into the shoulder stand, hugging your knees and rolling is really nice. From seated position, feeling like a tightly rolled up ball, we can roll back and just bring the hands underneath the lower back and extend the legs up. Squeeze those inner thighs together. Push down through your arms, remembering, just like in bridge, the chin, the head stays in place. It's the chest moving towards the chin. And a mindfulness, a muscle awareness that is very focused on knowing how you feel in your neck. Knowing that you're engaged in your core, your inner thighs squeeze together, your bottom muscles squeeze together, your abs are pulling in tight. But we are breathing through all of this, remembering not to hold our breath. Now the knees can bend, and to me, one of the easiest ways to come out is to be a ball, chin to chest, roll, hands to the floor, and your head comes up, and your feet come down. The opposite of the shoulder stand is the fish pose. In setting up for fish, the hands make a diamond. We'll place the diamond under our bottoms. Trust yourself. If things aren't working, that would probably indicate that you need to readjust your placement. The legs extend out, and to come up into fish, I like to start lifting my chest and bringing one elbow in and then the other. And so got this back bending exercise where the shoulder blades lift up your heart and you lengthen through the front of your neck and you bring your head down without putting much weight on it. It should feel good. You don't want any pain. It's not working. Try readjusting, pushing down more through your forearms. Now the head should be barely off the floor to tuck your chin, and then bend your knees, release your hands. Windshield wiper. I surrender arms, feet to the edges of our mat, palms are up, and the legs are going to go to the right, and we'll turn our heads left. So we're taking the left ear down and both knees towards the floor on our right side. Inhale, head and knees towards the ceiling. Exhale, both knees towards your left. Look to your right. Please do that one more time. Right side. Left side. Take a notice how we're feeling in our necks and shoulders. We're going to hug one knee in at a time. Gently rock, relax, release. Please take your right foot to the floor, then your left. Notice how you're feeling in your hips. We want them to be level. Relax. And extend the right leg out diagonally, soften. Same with the left. And then the right arm and the left. Hey Google, set an alarm for 90 seconds.
Your alarm set for 10 a.m.
Right. Just for about 90 seconds, so lay here peacefully. Eyes are softly closed. And we're into the space that's not asleep and not quite awake. Hey Google, turn off the alarm. Please join me in a nice long stretch. We'll turn our bodies into little balls, rolling to our side. And then coming up. Attention. Going back to where we started. Noticing. Hands on our hearts. Doing anything with the attention to how you feel is doing yoga. Please join me as we finish with our attitude of gratitude. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. And affirm our hearts, remembering someone or something we're grateful for. Simply saying thank you. Thank you for being here today. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. Or in other words, namaste. Have a great day. Please feel free to log off, or after I finish the recording, I invite you to give some feedback, what you liked about class, any positive feedback. It would help me do better next time.